What is up, guys? I hope you enjoyed that track there at the beginning. That was a track called SkyBluePink featuring Owane off my debut release Escapades. But today we are going to be taking a look at then the monster behind that tone. This is the Friedman Smallbox Pedal. Now, a few of you may be familiar with the Friedman Smallbox amp. I am a massive fan of it. It's, I guess, a typical Plexi or British sound with a bit of a twist on the first channel. You've got more of the classic lower gain sounds, and then on the second channel we have more of a high gain modern sound. This pedal I think emulates this really well. So I mean, basically we have, in terms of the controls, we have the bass, the treble, and then we've got the presence control, we've got volume, then we've got middle, and then we've got the gain. But on the side over here, we actually have a gain staging switch. So that enables us to get, you know, a bit more gain on top, that modern sound, like the second channel of the amp, really. Basically, Plexis I love to play through because they respond really well to pick attack dynamics. I think this pedal does this really well. That's hopefully what we're going to dig into today. I'm going to give you some examples using some single coils with this Ibanez AZ2404-B, and then later on we're going to try some humbucker sounds with the Strandberg with the MF Prog pickups. Before we hear some tones, I just want to walk you guys through the signal chain then. So essentially I am using the guitar plugged into the V30 Mark II, that is by Victory, and then that's going into the Torpedo Reload over here into Logic X. Essentially I will be using some reverbs and delays on the mix bus when I feel it's appropriate. I think it's one of those, I would tend to use these tones with reverb and delay in a real world situation. I'm not likely to use it just 100% dry, so you will hear reverb and delay as we go. First of all, let's just hear the clean tone then by itself so you get an idea. To turn the pedal on then, everything at 12 o'clock. Straight away, to me, it sounds like there's a lot of mid-range, which is what I love. But yeah, I mean, you can hear already the way that it's reacting to my pick hand, I should say, the dynamics in there. Let's just hear that. So if I play really softly, there's less gain attack, shall we say so. Or if I dig in, responds really nicely to those dynamics. I think I just feel like I could use a bit more bass, a bit more low end there. Let's just play around with this a little bit. Maybe if we give ourselves a little bit of top as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Maybe I feel like we could add a bit of the top end sparkle with the presence knob there. So I'm just going to boost that a little bit, and then maybe I'm going to give myself a little bit more gain. So this would be a little bit more of a modern tone. Let's hear this. love how it responds to the dynamics. Even with the volume down a little bit, let's hear that. Really, really cool. Now, of course, like I say, if you wanted to get even more gain, then all we'd have to do really is switch this little switch on the right hand side of the pedal up, and this takes us into a different gain structure. So now we should have a bit more. Let's hear that. So that is definitely more of your modern kind of lead sound to me anyway, I think. You could also get, I guess, more scoop tones if you take out the mids. Let's try that. Sounds really, really cool. I think at this point, we should try and swap over then to the humbuckers. So let's get it back to kind of 12 o'clock again, just so that you guys have an idea. So this is it at 12 o'clock with humbuckers then. So what I'm trying to get you guys to hear really is how well, again, like I've said a few times, it responds to dynamics. Maybe let's go for a little bit less gain and I'll EQ it a bit more how I would like this to sound. Add a bit more presence in. You can really hear that top end sparkle there, really. Let's switch the gain structure up again, and you can hear this now, a bit more modern tone. That's actually gain for days, really. That's a lot more than I would usually use, but I think that's probably, maybe not in the metal territory, but it's definitely the kind of modern prog ideas. You could use that for fusion stuff. That is perfect. Even some of the heavier blues sounds, maybe we could give that a go. Just going to give myself a little bit less of this, a little bit less of this. So there we have it, guys, the Friedman Smallbox pedal. I really love how this responds to the dynamics like a Plexi should, really, or a typical British sound. It works great with either single coils or humbuckers. I think they're only about retailing around $199. So, I mean, compared to the amp, that's a massive price difference. And it sounds wicked. I mean, you could use this as well, I guess, through plugins or, you know, digital stuff, and it will sound great too. It's really that dynamic response that, you know, you want from, say, a Plexi type amp or a British type amp. I know I've said that a few times, but that is possibly my favorite amp tone to play through. Really what it's doing is responding to how I want the dynamics to come through. It's not coloring it too much. It's just enhancing what I want to play, really. So, guys, please do check it out. I'll leave links down in the description. What do you guys think of my new 2-camera setup? Let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click that little bell for notifications. Till next time, guys. Cheers.